Okay, hopefully you watched the first recording with Sean, but this is Sean McCafferty of CBA. And we're going to talk now about fall training, pretty much from the day you go back to school to the Meet of Champions. With you guys, obviously, it's more like hopefully the Nationals. So it's, you're heading a little longer, but you start school, the kids are on a little different time schedule now. How do you handle that change from summer to school?
Yeah, so we practice in the mornings, so getting to school for them isn't hard. School starts at 8:30 for us, or 8:15, I should say, with homeroom. So they actually sleep in a little bit. Even during the school year, when we do morning runs on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they run at 7:15, which is later than we did in the summer. So, but I think every kid needs that adjustment. CBA does a very good job. The first week of school it's right after Labor Day. But Wednesday and Thursday are generally half days. There's no classes. Half the school comes in one day, half the school comes in the other day. They get their books, they class pictures, things like that. And then Friday is the first real day. So they have one full day before the weekend. And I think that's a really good way to ease them into it. And then we get, full start after that. But it's always tough getting the kids adjusted and making sure they're ready to go. I think it's really important that you don't give them anything really, really hard. I'm not a fan of doing that anyway, but I think avoiding that the first week and a half or so, certainly until the second Saturday of school, because it's exhausting for them. Just being awake, and our kids wear uniforms and things like that, so it's a whole different thing than what they're used to. And I think especially the younger kids, it takes some time to get used to that. But yeah, we take our time, and that first Tuesday of school, we do a very light workout and try to ease them into it. It's also usually very hot at 3 o'clock when you're starting runs and things like that. So it's all about taking your time and taking it easy that first week to 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So does your training change once you start competing, or is it just continuing gradual from the summer?
So we've already worked on that threshold as much as we can. We continue that through the season, but that kind of becomes in some ways a secondary workout of just a maintenance type thing, where we do it once a week or every other week, but it's a different monster. We do start running a little quicker, one day a week. Just trying to, again, get them used to the 5K. We don't do a whole lot of 5K race pace. We generally do things faster than that, like 200s or things slower. So we'll do 1000s, 1200s, 800s at slightly faster than their anaerobic threshold. So creeping up, into that 92, 93, 94% of the VO2 and the max heart rate. But for the most part, the workouts are very similar. And I try not to throw too many curveballs at them. The curveballs I want them to have are the ones I set up. So if on a Tuesday I throw, oh yeah, we're not working out Tuesday, we're working out Wednesday, and it's kind of a shock to them, or hey, it's Monday, we're working out today, not Tuesday. I don't want that to be the curveball. I want the curveball to be, hey, we're doing a workout, and in the middle of the workout, we're going to do a 458 and then get back to the normal workout. Or we're going to do, every 1000 we're doing every 100, the first 100 we're going hard, then the second 100 of the next one. That's what I want the curveballs to be. I don't want the curveballs to be what's the workout or when are we working out. I like them to be in control for as much of the things they can control themselves. And the things that they can't control, those are the things I want to work on. And that's kind of surprising them and shocking them and during the workout. But workouts are generally pretty easy for the most part. Moderate, I would say. I wouldn't say easy. And every once in a while, I'll throw something at them that's tough to challenge them, generally 10 to 14 days out from a big meet. But once you get racing, they're running a 5K on a Saturday, and it's a very intense 5K. It's hard to do anything really hard shortly after that. It's very hard. So you really have to time it properly and make sure you're not overdoing it.
How do you pick your meets? And do you still have dual meets?
We do. We still have dual meets. I think everybody hates us for having dual meets, but I see both sides of that coin. I think dual meets are a good way to develop young athletes, but I also see that some teams don't have a lot of young athletes, and it does become who do we run? And so I understand that. We have a streak. We're at 391 in a row at this point. So we're creeping up on 400, which is going to be hopefully exciting if we get there. But the other meets we go to, we go to Bowdoin early in September. I think anybody who wants to run well at the Northeast Regional, it's a great idea to go there and run. After that, Manhattan is a big deal for us. And then the others are kind of our given meets as we go through. We've talked about in years, this year, of going somewhere else. But with the way the schedule is working with New Jersey, it's very difficult to fit anything else in. So, we're probably going to go with our normal thing, and again, Bowdoin is about getting ready for NXR. Manhattan's about getting ready for Meet of Champions, NXR, and NXN. It's just gun goes off and it's a funnel of bodies pulling you along and stressing you out. So that's, again, practicing stress. So.
Do you have a go-to workout in the fall, that you like to do each year to kind of, compare the other teams or, and if you do, what is the purpose of it?
Okay, so there's two workouts we do. One of them, I don't use it to compare. I try not to do that so much, just because teams are different, the weather's different, so many different things. So it's hard to compare. I think in the track you can do that a little bit more, but cross country but there's one workout we do at Homedale. We do it a few times during the year. It's a very long interval. We do the interval 2-3 times, and it's really just to practice running at Homedale. The other one we do is also at Homedale. It's the frontwards backwoods. Basically, you run from the starting line up the hill. You cross the street as soon as you exit the hill. Go down the hill. We do it continuously. So then they come through the finish line and run back to the starting line and right back up. And it's supposed to be a kind of a build-up type effort. I love that workout. I think it teaches them to run Homedale very well and be relaxed up the front hill. It's also kind of that, flex training where you're running hard for a little bit and then running somewhat hard for a little bit. So you never fully recover, but your body is learning to deal with the terribleness of the uphill while you're still running a little bit. And I think the downhill and then the flats from the finish line to the starting line help with that quite a bit and kind of build that flex training in. There is no workout that I think doesn't get you in shape more than that. It is so good. And we'll mix it up. We'll do freshman course, frontwards, backwards. And when Heath was coaching, they had I think Blaze Farrow did a legendary effort on that loop. It was unbelievable how hard he was able to run. But that thing gets the kids in shape. It's really tough to do as the season progresses, though, because it is exhausting. It really beats the kids up, and especially when they're getting in shape, they can really hammer it, and you have to be very careful with that. So,
okay. So, what changes when you're peaking? I got like 7 minutes left here. Just to give you a heads up. Is that, some people back off the intensity or they back off the mileage. Some people don't back off at all. What do you guys do?
I think the only thing that has to happen is, and one of the issues that we have in New Jersey now is the state meet is so early that you now almost have a month before the nationals. So, and if
3 weeks,
yeah, we're in there with some good teams from time to time and good individuals. So it's tough to do that. So the only thing that really changes is our main workout for the week becomes a mix of efforts. So there's some threshold, there's some critical velocity pace, there's maybe some faster than race pace stuff, but we really don't do much different throughout that time period.
Okay, so you can pretty much just
we
keep
still
everything
double.
going the same way it's been going.
Yep.
because there's confidence in that.
Yeah, we stopped doubling usually the week of NXR because we travel and it's a little much. But
And keep
yeah,
the
so
long runs the same.
for the most part, yeah. We might not run a long run on a hill. We don't really run super long runs anymore. I used to have kids do hour 45 and things like that. We don't go much beyond 80, 85 minutes now. So
Good. All right. Thank you
no
for your
problem.
expertise, and like I said, good luck. All right.
All right, thank you.